Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and today I want to tell a story about the time that I was talking to one of my friends who's another avid Overwatch player, and his experience with quote-unquote ELO Hell, how his experience was probably just the worst experience of all time. Now, I think he got placed around mid-platinum or so. I think he's a pretty low diamond player. He's a pretty good Overwatch player, but eventually it just led to him dropping and dropping and dropping to the point where he got placed, I think, around low gold or something like that, and his story usually goes along with all the other people's story when it comes to dropping. Oh, it's my teammates' fault. It's totally, and my teammates are not working together, and I'm not trying to call him out. I'm not trying to do that. In fact, I'm trying to send out feels to him, anybody else that has happened to that, because we've all had that experience happen before. We got placed around average, but because of our teammates, we just continue to drop and drop and drop when we just could not climb. Now, with my videos, I try to send out this message to not try to blame your teammates, but just improve yourselves as a player, and just improve yourself with whatever hero you're trying to play. But it just comes to a point where, dude, it's actually my teammates' fault. Like, I'm a pretty good Zarya, I'm a pretty good Winston, Reinhardt, or whoever hero you're trying to play, but literally my teammates are not doing anything. The Genji is just off doing his own thing. Mei is just walling us off in the spawn. It's just our teammates are not working together, and it's just a crap show at that point. And it just led to the inspiration of this video, because when he was telling me that story about how his teammates were just kind of bringing him down, which again, that can happen, well, it actually does happen a lot, but again, I try to send out the message, just improve yourself as a player, and soon enough you will find those teammates that are improving themselves also, and you guys will just continue to climb and climb together. But I just told him this one thing, and again, I'm not trying to crap all over the people that are in the lower ranks. I'm not saying if you're in bronze, silver, gold, or platinum or diamond, or any kind of rank that you're a totally bad player, but I just told him this, that the people in the lower ranks just don't really understand how Overwatch works. And again, there's not just one certain way how to play Overwatch, just like in any other game, like in League of Legends, Dota, freaking Call of Duty, or even Pokemon. There's not one certain way to play those games. There's a million bajillion ways, but it also just comes down to your own individual hero, how to play your certain hero. And I told him if those players in the lower rank were to just watch one simple guide, or just simply watch the pros how to play like Zarya, Tracer, Genji, or any of those types of heroes, I'm sure they would slowly just climb and climb and climb, because they realized what they were doing wrong and how they can just improve themselves as a player, rather than just trying to get their whole team together and just work together. Because yes, it is a team-based game, but honestly, when it comes down to those lower ranks, it also comes down to mechanical skill and how you work as an individual. I mean, back when I was placed around high silver or low gold or something, I knew deep down that I had to improve myself, and that's just what I do with anything when it comes to video games, when it comes to my skills in volleyball, or anything that I want to try to improve myself. I know I have to watch other people, and I feel like that's what a lot of people in the lower ranks really don't do. I know there's going to be those few people that are in like bronze and silver and gold that still do watch a lot of YouTube videos and just try to improve themselves, but even with myself, when I was in low gold or high silver, I had to learn 76, I had to learn Roadhog, I had to learn Mei, I definitely had to learn a whole lot of Mei. But once I started to see other people use those different types of heroes, once I saw like some Stylosa videos or some Seagull videos or anything like that, people that are just using the heroes that I wanted to play with, I soon learned what they were doing in those gameplays, and in turn implement them in my own gameplay. Now, I'm not saying once I saw those videos that I automatically got placed in Diamond. No, it took time, it took practice, and when I first started to learn how to play Soldier in Mei, I totally sucked. That's the reason I wasn't climbing, but practice makes perfect. Now, I'm not saying that when you watch, like, say, my video or something, I'm not even saying if you watch, oh, watch Bro You Wack's channel, you in turn get placed in Diamond, then top 5. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying if you watch my videos that you get automatically placed in top 500, but if you do, I love you for it. But if you literally watch anybody that's a higher rank than you, let's say me, let's say Seagull, let's say a Stylosa video, or even a Force freaking Gaming video, then you're going to pick up on those little tips and tricks that they do in their gameplay, and then soon enough replicate that into your own gameplay, and not necessarily climb automatically, but in turn just improve yourself as a player. Because I feel like if you don't watch your own gameplay, or if you don't nitpick yourself, then you're in turn not going to improve yourself as a player. But if you watch other people do that, then you realize, oh, wow, my wall placement was really bad. Wow, my Genji skills are really bad compared to this guy, because he does this and I don't do that. Oh wow, my Soldier 76, I don't pop shot, I should really do that. It's just little stuff like that that you realize you mirror yourself back to you, and you see what you don't do, and then you start to do that in the game, because hey, I saw somebody else do it, he's a lot better than me, and since he's a lot better than me, then I'm gonna try to replicate that. I mean, I've saw tons and tons of little tiny tricks that I saw other people do when just watching YouTube, when just watching Twitch streams, such as like Genji just dashing up in the air and then ulting, or Tracer blinking when reloading, Zarya bubbling the hero that got hooked by the enemy Roadhog, or simply just Reaper ulting and jumping at the same exact time. Those are just little tips that I'm sure is totally obvious to you guys, but it's because you watch YouTube YouTube videos, it's because you watch streams and other people that are playing those heroes that it's just, oh, well, that's pretty obvious. Of course, Reaper's gonna jump while ulting, but a lot of those other people that are ranked lower probably don't realize that. So where does this video come in to help you? What could you do to help those other people that are in the lower ranks? Well, simply just sharing a bunch of other videos to help them with their heroes, say with Reaper, with Tracer, with Genji, or any type of that. Find a guide for them and share that video with them. I'm not even saying with my videos, just anybody out there on YouTube, because everybody, I think, can be a diamond player, but you just have to realize how you should improve yourself as an individual. And once everybody does that, if every person on a 6-man team does that and you mesh well together, there's no reason why you guys can't climb together. It's just simple facts. You all improve as a player, and in turn that just leads into your gameplay and you just start meshing well together. Obviously, from watching one video on YouTube or watching one stream on Twitch, it won't automatically make you a top 500 Genji or make you a top 500 Roadhog, but just seeing how other people work that hero, because Overwatch is one of those games that using a hero can be used in millions of ways. There can be an offensive Mei, there can be an offensive Junkrat or whatever. If you just find those videos or those people using it, I even saw a top 500 Bastion, like he's a really good Bastion, and in turn he's a defensive hero. He's meant for defense, but he was using him on attack. You just have to find those videos and just replicate what they're doing in that gameplay. It won't automatically click like that, but just like how anything, if you're trying to get better in baseball, volleyball, biking, swimming, if you watch somebody else do it and try to replicate that, that'll just make you a better swimmer or just make you a better anything, and especially in Overwatch. I'm not saying if you watch my videos or if you watch my tips, that'll make you a top 500 player, but you start to nitpick yourself and in turn make you a better player, and that's just what I try to do with my channel. I can give you millions of tips, but if you don't follow up on that, if you don't try to improve yourself or just try to nitpick yourself, then it's not really going to help all that much. I'll end the video like this. You don't realize what you're doing wrong until you see someone else do it better than you. That's just how I'll end the video. So hopefully this video does help, and hopefully you can help anybody else that's in bronze, platinum, gold, because anybody can reach diamond. If me, a trash player, can go from silver to diamond, close to masters, I don't want to jinx it, I probably just stay right there, then honestly you guys can too. So that's just what I try to help you guys out with my YouTube channel, with my videos, is just help you improve yourself as a player, but also give you some tips that maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know that Reaper needed to jump while he's ulting, or maybe you were a Zarya player and you didn't realize to bubble the person that got hooked by the Roadhog hook, or bubble the Reaper that's ulting right there. It's just stuff like that you start to pick up and replicate into your own gameplay. So anyway guys, I love you guys, thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch tips videos to come, and bye.